Hello students, today we are starting MCQ videos on locomotion and movement. In this video, we are starting 50 MCQs. So, let's get started. The functional unit of muscle is sarcomere. Which of the following is a ball and socket joint? Which of the following is a ball and socket joint? Shoulder joint is which type of muscle? Involuntary and straighted. Involuntary and straighted is cardiac muscle. Which bone is the longest in the human body? Longest bone in the human body is femur. Sliding filament theory is associated with sliding filament theory is associated with muscle contraction. Which joint allows movement in one plane only? Hinge joint allows one plane movement. Which part of skeletal muscle stores calcium? Which part of skeletal muscle? Sarcoplasmic reticulum of skeletal muscle. Which type of muscle shows interrelated disc? Cardiac muscle shows interrelated disc. The total number of bones in adult human body is 206. Myoglobin is a pigment. Muscle fatigue is mainly due to accumulation of lactic acid. The smallest contractile unit of muscle is the smallest contractile unit of muscle is sarcomere. Osteoporosis is caused due to deficiency of vitamin D. Ribs are attached to which part of the vertebral column? Ribs are attached to the thoracic. The is number of thoracic vertebrae is 12. The neurotransmitter involved in muscle contraction is acetylcholine. The part of the skeleton that includes the limbs is appendicular skeleton. Which of the following is not a synovial joint? Sutures are not a synovial joint. ATP is hydrolyzed by ATP is hydrolyzed by myosin head. Which protein causes the active site on actin in a relaxed muscle? Active site on actin in relaxed muscle causes troponin, troposin. Which part of vertebral column allows head rotation? Axis allows the head rotation. In tetanus, muscle remains in continuous contraction. Ligaments connect bones to bone. Ligaments, tendons connect tendons connect muscle to bone. Which joint is found between atlas and axis? Which joint is found between atlas and axis? Pivot joint. Which structure separates one sarcomere from the next? The Z line separates one sarcomere from the next. Which of the following helps in the attachment of actin filaments? Z line. Which of these muscle is multinucleated? Multinucleated are skeletal muscle. Red muscle fibers have red muscle fibers have more myoglobin. Vertebral column encloses vertebral column encloses spinal cord. H zone contains H zone contain myosin only. Which of these is not a part of the axial skeleton? Which of these is not a part of axial skeleton? Femur is not a part of axial skeleton. Which muscle type contracts the faster? Cardiac muscle, skeletal muscle contract faster. Muscle tone is maintained by skeletal muscle. Which muscle controls pupil size? Smooth muscle control the pupil size. A band remains unchanged during contraction. In muscle, ATP binds to myosin head, which is not an example of movement. Photosynthesis is not an example of movement. Which disease involves inflammation of joints? Arthritis involves inflammation of joints. Which muscle shows rhythmic contraction? Cardiac muscle shows rhythmic contraction. Rickets is caused by deficiency of vitamin D. During contraction, which zone disappears? During contraction, H zone disappears. Which of the following is a gliding joint? Wrist joint is a gliding joint, which is a part of pectoral girdle. Clavicle is a part of pectoral girdle. Which hormone helps in calcium regulation in bones? Hormone parathormone helps in regulation of calcium in bones. During muscle contraction, which band shortens? I band contracts during muscle contraction. Which muscle is responsible for voluntary movement? Skeletal muscle responsible for voluntary movement. Thank you for this video. In the next video, we are cover 50 MCQs of locomotion and movement. So stay connected, stay healthy, stay good, stay steady. Thank you.